Hi everyone, my name is Swam Siu. I came from Vietnam. I live in this country almost 10 years. Now I'm going to let Vincent to introduce our topic.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Vincent Wooters. I'm originally born in France and half Swedish, so I can relate to Swim about some of the struggles he faced when we first moved here. I moved here about 19 years ago, so I'm a little bit more used to it. He's very more recent. So we chose the global conflict of personal daily lives and conflicts that both immigrants and refugees face while living in the United States. Some features from that would be the setting, which is the United States, which we live in. Characters, which is the immigrants and refugees, so us. And the plot is overall the daily struggles that immigrants face and refugees. So I'm going to give it over to Swim, and he'll speak from his personal experience. There you go.
Hey again, I'm going to talk about my personal experience or issues while I first moved to United States. I just give three issues I have dealt with, I faced before um, I moved here. One was communication. The language barrier, because the English is not my first language. It's hard to communicate with people. It's hard to make a friend with them, especially American people, especially people who don't speak my language. When I start taking class, I just say hello to them with nothing else. Sometimes I just stay far away. Sometimes I sit in back behind the room. I'm scared to talk to people, and also make people not comfortable to talk to me. The second, the culture. When I first moved here, I saw American life is totally different. Their culture is so different than mine. For example, the technology, what they use, the relationship, and the way of life. When I start to go to school, and the students act different than what I learned in Vietnam. The third is a big deal, a big problem, and a big issue for me because I didn't have any people and family in the United States. I moved with friend and lived with him for a couple months, try to get a job, but because of my language and because English, I didn't know any English, so hard for the company hire me. So I just live with food stamp, about $70. They gave me $70 a month to buy food and drink, nothing else. I remember that it's hard time for me because I was came here as a refugee. To change my life, to adjust my life, I start communicate with people, speak openly, make a friend with them, and the big important thing is I have to go to church, American church. So they realized that because I was a refugee, they start helping me and start to uh, show me how to live in this country and find me a job. And also I try to connect with the people in the community, and that is really good. What I do done now, help them and make a friend with them. That only thing to improve my life in this country. Now I'll turn back to Vincent to talk more about conclusion.
Thank you for sharing with us. So I'm going to provide the brief narrative and how our conflict ending would assist in peace building practices. Like Swim spoke about, the takeaway was communication, talking openly with people. That's, I think, one of the biggest struggles that people face when they move here, immigrants or refugees, as well as, like he spoke about food stamps. He was just a different way of life that most people who already live here haven't had to face, because it's a big jump, it's a big change. He left his family. Some do it because they have opportunities over here more than they would back home. So I think as Americans, to deal with conflicts like this, that a lot of other conflicts can be dealt with, is by open communication and nonviolence, not assumptions, stereotypes, really attacking people. I think just speaking to one another and trying to connect and relate, understand one another, where they came from, where you've came from. So just building on top of that, having a discussion, trying to help one another, because we're all humans trying to live in this world. So I think if we just work with one another, that's going to decrease a lot of the conflicts that are built from ourselves, our insecurities, because I think a lot of conflicts come from things we're not used to, something that's new to us. So we kind of either get scared or try to push it away. So no matter what your beliefs about immigration, legal or not, I know that's a hot topic for a lot of people. Just to remember to spread love and to be there for one another, which he said the church really helped him a lot with. So I think we just got to realize the struggles that people face coming here, assimilating, getting used to the life, that just providing for people. And I think just remember where we've come from and where they've came from. That we're all different with different perspectives, different background, and just to appreciate that connect with people. We're all very unique, but also similar in different ways. So trying to realize that. So peace building is a lot about that, relationships. Other things obviously you can't always avoid, but I think that's a big topic for a lot of issues, is come back from family. So really digging deep on the foundation of what has caused issues, to deal with that and find solutions. So thank you for listening, and have a great night. All right. Bye.